Bonjour, Bowini, Ni hao, Ting Chao, all of that shit. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, let me drink some water because I am here today to share to you all the experience that I went through earlier. I was out working, and we all know, if you've been following me, that I do nursing. Okay. And my second job is Uber for now. I'll be starting my company very, very soon. I can't wait. It's just something small, a little small project. Okay. But whatever. Anyway, I'm not going to play the intro. I'm not going to do any of that. I ask that you guys like. You ain't even got to like it. I just ask that you guys share. You ain't got to subscribe. You don't have to like. Just share. Okay. So today I was working and I experienced what you want to call a child abduction. Yes, a child abduction. I almost witnessed a child being kidnapped. Being kidnapped. I swear to God. I swear on the universe, I swear on my soul, this child, I felt like, was about to be kidnapped. Okay. And you're not going to be, you're not going to believe who was trying to kidnap this motherfucking little child. Now, mind you, let me tell the story because this is, let me eat an olive. Let me tell you something. The olives, stuffed in jalapeno with some cheese and some red wine. It's my summer thing. And I did that because I got to slow this down because y'all not going to believe what I seen. So I'm going to tell everything from the beginning because that's how I roll. Okay. I got done the delivery on my way home. You know, when I'm done deliveries, I like to go towards where I'm staying. I don't like to work in certain neighborhoods. So I'm riding, and I'm the type of individual, anytime I see a melanin child and I don't see a parent around, and I see Caucasian people, I'm already on alert. I'm already on it. So I'm riding and I'm noticing this young man. He was short. He was like 10 years old, but he was short. He was a little skinny little boy, but he was a little cutie. He had curly hair. You could tell he was mixed with something. You know, he had like a slight little chink to his eyes. I just looked at it like they would have had a field goal party with the melanin individual with a child. And now let's be clear here. I didn't have time to do the research, but I'm gonna tell you to do your research because I did mine. Okay. And you need to look up when a child is in fear, their body releases a certain chemical. And people who are demonic and into a certain level of witchcraft, dark, not white, because you don't hear nothing bad from white magic. It's always the dark side. It supposedly enhances their looks and gives them youth. Okay. So I felt all of that. And everything that I ever learned about anything consisting of child and being abducted kicked in. So God said, pull over. Because that car, I didn't even know if it was a woman or a man. Okay. These women are out here abducting your children. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, God told me to pull over. I trust the universe. The universe hasn't lied to me yet. Now all of a sudden the universe gonna lie to me? No. That's not how it works. So I pulls over. So God gave me my target, which was focused on that minivan. It wasn't a truck, it wasn't a van, it was a minivan. I'm about to give you guys the license plate number. You got to share this. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, let me just sit here. I said, God, it better not be a motherfucker trying to take this fucking child. I swear to God, because I'm going to motherfucking snap. And guess what? If they take this child, they're going to take me too. Because it ain't going down on my motherfucking watch. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. That's why I like being by myself and I don't fuck with y'all people. You know? And I'm going to get to why I don't fuck with y'all. Okay, so I'm watching it. So the bitch get out. She garbed up. So she was from Iraq or Iran or wherever. Dubai, whatever. But then she could have been a little Spanish. But she wasn't a nigga. Okay? She wasn't black. She wasn't a black light-skinned person. She wasn't from here. Well, if she was, our people's wasn't. She don't look like an American. Okay, we all know Americans is us, Native American, the indigenous. But anywho, that's another video. So, however, so I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh God, please don't let it go down. Well, whatever is going to happen, I'm going out with Shorty. You got me fucked up. We going out with a banger. And I got all kinds of weapons in my motherfucking car. You got me fucked up. So she gonna get out her car, and you know the little bags that old people use. Let me take a sip of my wine. I couldn't believe it. That's why I don't trust old people, especially the ones that don't want to help. If you're not helping, you're not a wise elder. If you're helping, you're elder and you're wise. You got some devious ass, old ass people that don't give a fuck about you or your motherfucking babies, even if you're related to them. Okay, so I'm like, mind you, the little boy is he's on a bike with a gallon of milk. Now we all know he could have turned the gallon of milk. He could have did something to add the milk on to the bike. But the way he was riding the bike, you could tell he do the errands. He must be the oldest. And when I went to his house, he ended up looking like the oldest out of his siblings. But anyway, let me go. Let's go in order. So I turn around. So she was like, she get out the car with her little garbs on and shit. She not married, or she could be married, but she didn't. I know Muslims, when they garbed up, they're married. When their face is out, they're not married. So I'm gonna say the bitch ain't married. And who would want to marry a hoe like that? Who would want to marry somebody so fucking demonic? Dead ass. So the bitch gets out the car. I'm gonna call the bitch an alien. Okay, we're gonna call this hoe an alien. Okay, this alien gets out the car with her old grandma bag that was so colorful. I was like, I even said, I'm a fashion designer, got my bachelor's in fashion. Okay, 2018. Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale, even though the teachers did me dirty, and that's why the school ended up closing down. But anyway, you got to be careful who you're treating, because you don't know who is who. Because I'm an earth angel and I am here to report to God about all y'all motherfuckers. Okay, and this is the best winter ever in Philadelphia. You're welcome. Anyway, moving along. So this aliens get out the car and she's like holding this beautiful colored bag up. Well, I'm lying. She held it like right here. It wasn't above her breast because she didn't put it up high. She was like, oh, I got a bag. You want to put it on your handlebars or something? I don't know word for word, but she was basically saying, you want to use this bag, to put on your handlebars. I said, bitch, you don't need a motherfucker thing from you, hoe. That's exactly what I said. She looked at me like, oh, he with somebody. She didn't say it, but you seen it all in her face like, well, I didn't know he was with nobody. Yeah, bitch, he not. But guess what? In the way he is, because I'm anointed. And God placed me at that time. Ooh. God placed me there for that little boy. So I said, bitch, you don't need nothing from you, ho. So I walked over to the car. God said, walk to that bitch car. So I'm moving my table now. I walked to the car. So I'm like, it ain't happening today, bitch. And then that's when she got in talking about, cause no, when I walked to the car, she waved. I'm lying. She waved. And I'm looking like, bitch, ain't nothing. I ain't your friend, ho. I said, it ain't happening today, bitch. And then that's when she went the other way. She went to the left. So I felt that she was trying to see which direction he was going. So God said, nope, you ain't gonna just keep going straight. You gonna fucking turn where this little boy turning at. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I don't want nobody to think I'm following the fucking little boy. I didn't want to, because I will say this though, little man, when I said that, when I spoke up for little man, he was watching that bitch from that point on. Okay? That nigga got on there with one arm with that motherfucking gallon of motherfucking milk for the motherfucking family, 10 motherfucking years old. I forgot to ask his motherfucking little name and shit, you know. But he was like, I felt and I prayed at the same time, if it make any sense, that he would awaken at that moment. But he did. So I was like, thank you, God. And I said, ooh, don't let him react a certain way and make, me look like the person that's fucking looking for his ass, because I'm not. Okay. So I said, God, this is in your hands. So I turned with the little nigga. Fuck that bitch. I started to follow her, but I was like, nah, because you don't know who else following her behind that. You know what I mean? So I made sure I stayed on little motherfucking man. So I stayed on little man. So I rolled my window down. I'm like, oh God, please let this boy be responsive to me. So I said, where your mom at? Where you live at? And he was like, right there. He never said the address or nothing, which was smart. But he was like, right there. I said, I guess he could tell that I was following him. I was following him to fuck home. Okay. So I said, go get your mom. I need to get your mom the license plate to that person that just tried to pick your ass up. So he went and got his mom. She came out. She didn't know what the fucking think, but she was kind of calm. But then like, bitch, what? So shout outs to the mom for that. You feel me? She like, bitch, what? So I said, and I explained to her, everything I just said. And she was like, oh my God. And she gave me a hug. And at first I didn't want to hug her because, I'm a white witch. So my energy is reserved. And I don't do nothing wicked. And I don't want to deal with nothing wicked. I just don't want to fuck with it. You feel me? I just let the ancestors teach me. And then I don't have to worry about nothing. So I don't need a mentor. I don't need none of that shit right now. I'm good. You feel me? What I don't know, I won't get punished for. That's how I look at that. That's just that. That's the understanding we got. So kudos to y'all and do whatever y'all do. But I'm talking about me right here. So she gave me a hug and I was like, oh wow. Yo, so the dog was like, woof, woof. You know what I mean? They had a little pit bull. I said, look, I let her know. And I'm gonna let you all know. When you're sending your children to the store, I feel like, ooh, somebody got a comment here. Hold up. I didn't know. Why did you just call? Why didn't I just call the police? For what? Did you just say that? Oh God. Ooh. See, God didn't want me to answer that. That's why why would I call the police? You know how long the fucking police take? Bitch, I'm right there. I don't give a fuck about get out I'm about to block you. You need to get the fuck out because you a Sambo or house nigga. Bitch, I don't need no cracker. I don't need to report to no fucking cracker about my motherfucking people, bitch. That's a fucking child, bitch. You think I'm gonna sit on the phone, bitch, and wait for a fucking cop? Are you fucking serious? I know you ain't getting my check, super black, and say that shit, bitch. I know you didn't, bitch. I know the fuck you ain't getting my check saying that shit. I'm doing a video. I already warned you. Turn your TV up. I apologize. But I'm talking about a child that just got almost kidnapped. I don't care about none of that. Everybody need to hear that shit. Because it's in this neighborhood. So what you mean? Ain't no damn. It's in this fucking neighborhood. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Older women like her that don't give a fuck about nobody but theyself. They just want to die in peace and make sure somebody take care of their ass. Okay, well, do that. Ain't no, don't play that game with me trying to make me look like a bad person. Okay, well, be an elder person with some respect and have some empathy for what's going on out here in the world, because you don't even go outside. No, I told you I was doing a YouTube video. I ain't well, look, stop being newsy. Okay, thank you. Because I care. And I'm talking with passion. Because I mean it. Anyway, that's the double, y'all. However, moving along. Okay? So, to sit there, the lady, I'm doing a video. I'm doing a video. Thank you. Okay. So, anyway, the lady sat there. Ain't nothing wrong with me because she's so full of shit, y'all. She knew I was fucking doing that video before I said. I made sure I told her before I was doing the video. That's just, this is the double. This is how the double works. You got older people that don't give a fuck. She even said it to me out her mouth. I don't care about nobody. I just want to make sure I'm okay. And I was like, well, goddamn. I swear to God, I have never heard no shit like that in my life. And I lost all respect for her when she said that shit. I'm like, well, what about the people? What about the fucking people? Because I know my great-grandmother cared about every motherfucking body. That's why she was a shaman. That's why she healed. I never known her to do black magic. Because in that case, when my uncle, when my aunt got shot in her eyeballs by her boyfriend, or whoever this motherfucker was, husband, she ain't kill that nigga. That should have been because she lived with her. So I already knew for a fact that my great-grandmother was not a black witch. She was a white witch, and she healed. Okay, casting snakes out of niggas' fucking body. It is in my blood. And I'm just trying to tap in any way I can. But I don't need y'all motherfucking help because I'm working on my own book of shadows. And when I do my magic, I pay attention to what's happening, and that is what that ritual will be used for. I don't need your motherfucking help. But if I do, I'll reach out. But super black, don't you ever reply with some dumb shit like that again, bitch. Now fucking long a cop take. Oh no, I'm ASAP. I'm a reactor. Ain't no, it ain't going down like that with me. Ain't no wait. Just like when that bitch would have got just like when that bitch got raped. Let me come out the chat. Let me come out of that. Let me put something else up because I don't even want to read it right now. Because I know me. Anyway, I don't even want to read your comment yet. I'll read it after the video. Anyway, so just like that bitch got raped on that motherfucking L, I swear to God, it would have never happened if I was on that fucking train. Because I would have bust that nigga in his motherfucking head. And for motherfuckers to sit there and watch that shit and ain't nobody get held accountable for that, they should have went to jail too. That's like conspiracy. How you know that they really wasn't conspiring with him? How you know? You don't know. So they should be charged too. They ain't fucking help. They ain't call a cop. They ain't do nothing. They ain't text nobody. They ain't go live. They ain't do shit. I swear to God, I would have bust that nigga in his head. And I swear to God, I would have helped George Floyd. I would have hit that cop right in his motherfucking face. You got me fucked up. If you look at my motherfucking name up, you can tell I lay hands on cops too. I don't give a fuck. Bitch, who are you? You ain't even got no business here, bitch. This ain't even your motherfucking planet. And before I even knew all that shit, my body knew that you was a nobody. And you ain't got no business chastising me and telling me a motherfucking thing. I never forget the day I was living in Upper Darby. And I ain't gonna lie, yo, them Asians is vicious as shit. Them Cambodians is vicious as shit. Don't get it fucked up. Because them Asians and Cambodians look alike. But them Cambodians don't fucking play. But these motherfucking, I was living in Upper Darby. These Asians was no motherfucking joke. Okay? I'm gonna let you know right now. Them Asians in Upper Darby, and they at that time when I was living there, they was not to be fucked with. They was just like us, and they got their hands dirty too. Okay? And I forgot my point. But my point was, no, I don't have a point if I forgot it, right? I just remember these people being hyper. Oh, I remember the board. They love this speed. They love drag racing in South Philly. So one of the boys was coming down Westchester Pike, and this motherfucker, you could tell this motherfucker was a racer. Okay. And the cops pulled him over for no reason. I watched the nigga come all the way from like up where Wawa was. And I watched him. The boy did nothing illegal. And the cop pulled him over. So I used my vessel and I said, hey, to the cop, the cracker. He looked like a what they call them? They call them Neanderthals. He looked like a Neanderthal. So I'm like, yo, he ain't do nothing. The fuck is you stopping him for? So the Chinese boy like, damn, bitch, thank you. So the cop talking about come here. And that's where I didn't know the law. I was right across the street from the police station though. So I didn't think it was a problem. So I went across the street and this motherfucker started talking all this shit. He said something that he went to hit me. I fucked that motherfucker up real quick. All of a sudden, you know, cops, they always get the handcuffs on you though. So even though I fucked this little ass up and I was getting with that big ass Amazon ass motherfucker, okay, because at the time, I ain't never weighed over 110 in my life at that time. Okay, you couldn't pay me to be over 110. Well, I'm lying. 115 maybe. But for the most part, I was I was always under 110. I worked all my life to be anorexic and to be skinny. Since I was like 2 years old. My family will tell you that shit. Okay. So, you know, me and the cop fighting on the car and shit. He ended up getting his handcuffs on me. But guess what? The Asian nigga got away because he didn't do nothing. The fuck out of here, bitch. You hating ass, hateful ass, Amazon ass, creature ass bitch. Yo, don't let me. Y'all nothing to me. I ain't never in my life been raised to look at a cracker, even though I mix with that shit like y'all God. I never was raised to look at y'all like y'all was superior. I never been raised to look at y'all like y'all was good. So when I start hearing these stories from niggas, yeah, I said it, bitch. Because we on, yeah, I said it. I ain't never seen so many brown people that looked at these crackers like they was somebody. I never knew it. And I wish I would have known. Because I would have told your asses then. I didn't even want to eat the food. Being a child. My family had to make me eat that food. We would eat food, you know, at a reasonable time for children. And I would be up to like 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, sitting at that table, sleep with that same shit on that table. And guess what? I ain't eat that shit. So my body, I was naturally born in this world already knowing that the food was already fucked up. So I learned how to survive without eating. I would look at a picture of food and mind fuck myself. You know why? Because I said to myself, the ancestors told me, if a man can mind fuck you, you can mind fuck yourself. So I mind fuck myself like I'm hungry and I'll eat looking at that photo and I will get full off of liquor. Oh, but if you look in Enoch, it already tell you, woe to those who just drink water. But anyway, Back to little man. His mom was so happy. She told that little nigga, you in the house all day. And I just pray that she kept him in the house all day. And she need, what I just heard, he need to be in the house for a month. He needs to be in the house for a month. For a month. And her children were so beautiful. They was light skinned. The little girls was like, hey, hi. And the dog was like, woof, woof. I'm like, woof, woof, nigga. You know, it was a beautiful family. They were so humble, you know? But I swear to God, George Floyd, I would have helped. I don't give a fuck if I would have snuck it through a fucking, I don't get, if I would have snuck and done it. You know, whatever God would have told me to do, because I know God would have told me to do something. Because God never tell me. I be seeing domestic violence down and down the street. I be like, what's up? What's up? What's good? I know the fuck. Oh, no, nigga. And if I feel like it's too intense, then I'll just call the cops. And I've done that one time with my brother. My brother would kept riding. I'm like, nigga, you just gonna ride by? You got daughters, bitch. Bitch, I'm a woman. I'm your sister. So he was like, what you want me to do, Dom? Because my family called me Dom. What you want me to do, Dom? Call the fucking police, nigga. Because we didn't know what that nigga had. Because the way he was screaming at this woman, it was like he was ready to shoot her. That's how it sound. So we didn't get out the car. But yo, you gonna call the cops? You gonna tell the cops where the fuck where to go? That's what you going to do. But this wasn't that situation to do that shit. And you got to realize these phones, they grind our organs up. They grind our fucking organs up. Oh, let me say something real quick. It's not one viewer in here. It's more than one viewer. The algorithm, okay? Because when I use my other channel, which one day I'm going to share my other channel. God telling me to, but I got to wait until God tell me to. I don't mind sharing it, okay? I don't have a problem with it, okay? But God not telling me to do it right now. But God telling me that I'm going to have to, because the enemy, the algorithm, like when people was looking me up for my other channel, it came up like that. Because it's about science. It's about the world, the planet. But controversy, like everyday life shit to help you get out of this and get out of that. And this is what I've been through. And this is like, because I never talk about nothing that I can't experience. Even from the photos that I share. As far as the planet and everything. Because I got to share something about that too. I'm gonna try to do it this weekend, even though I took it today. It's gonna be late, but that's just how I am. That's just how I operate. Somebody been doing magic, and I'm just letting them have their fun for right now. Okay, trust me, have your fun for right now. But I recommend you stop it, because if you don't, woe to you. Nothing to me. I'm good. Look at me. Right. So moving along. Let me eat a olive. Cheese. I have a pattern with me. Mm. And this is Cabernet, so it's not Merlot. It tastes real good. But God told me that y'all women get off your ass. You want something from the fucking store, bitch? You get it your motherfucking self. That ain't that child business. And you know, growing up, I said that to my mom. I said, Mom, what you gave birth to us to be your slave? She said, yeah. And ever since then, I changed my mentality. I said, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Cause this bitch out her mind. And I was the only girl. So I was raised by a mental health alcoholic and undercover crackhead mother. Let's be real here. She was undercover like shit. But she did it so good that you would never know. And that is all that matters. But we're gonna be real here. Because that's the only way we're gonna get delivered. That's the only way we're gonna get help is if we're being real. You can't get help if you being fake. I need help. Okay? Even though my life is peaceful, and even though I don't need for nothing, I still need help. because I am one of those women who is blessed to be able to heal. Like that. Like every woman don't get to heal. I don't have no children. I don't have no man. I've been single celibate 7 years, and I'm gonna stay that way until God say so. I was like, ooh, maybe 50, but God said no. Some guy gave me a compliment the other day, and my mind just daydreamed. Like I was like, oh, okay, I still got it. And then God was doing something with me, and I daydreamed out of nowhere and went through a fucking stop sign. And me and the lady almost hit each other, but she was anointed and the divine individual, and so was I. So we maneuvered, and I could tell she was the defense driver because I know I am. I'm a defense driver, period. And we avoided the crash and our car. But I always pray, like, Most High, please bless me and those who are on the road with me, that we all may be safe, and if anything happened, take the vehicle. But I pray that don't even happen. I ask that we all be covered, the vehicle and you know, the car. Okay, I know I put this up here, but I'm just asking that you guys share. Okay, so the license plate number of the female, which was Muslim, okay, was KJ0463. And she had a gold, if I'm not mistaken, it could have been another color, but I thought that I seen gold. And she had a brown, but you can't describe what they had on because they can always change that shit. But I'm sure the young buck can describe on what she had, you know. But yeah, KJ0463. And she had an old shopping bag like an old woman. Tell my son, do you need this bag to put on your, like, bitch, you in the hood. Okay, I'm from the hood. And I look at it like this. If I'm from the hood and I done been in Badlands, because I hang in Badlands. I know people in Badlands. You know what I mean? I fuck with the Puerto Ricans in Badlands. Okay. So, and they be peaceful on the block I be on. So we be just chilling. You know what I'm saying? And they good people. So that's the only excitement I'm really gonna get. Cause I don't really get that much excitement. Not up here where I live at, but whatever. I don't really play too much where I lay anyway. So I always go out the neighborhood. I always been like that. I learned that as a teenager. Never mess with guys in your neighborhood, because why should somebody make you uncomfortable about who you are, yada, 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 coming out of your home? So don't do that shit. Do that shit across town or somewhere else. Okay? But I'm just glad that the young man didn't get kidnapped. And I know I'm all over the place talking. So is my emotion. And I'm human. But what I'm not going to do is sit around and watch some Muslim, anybody, come, pull up, and she even stopped traffic. She pulled on the other side of the street. She didn't give a fuck. All she needed was that little boy to come to that truck and get a conversation out of him, to figure out where he lived, to fill him out. And let me tell you something. You don't have to be a certain age to be kidnapped. Let me tell you. Wait, let me get my weed real quick. Hold up. Let me get my motherfucking weed. Hold up. You don't have to be. Yo, this shit popping. It's so much residue inside here. I took some of the residue out. Anyway, all right. So I never forget. I was working. I can't get into all of that, but it was years ago, and I'm a shorty. Trust me. When I clean up, I know I look funny on camera. That's okay. That's okay. But in person, I'm a little cute. You feel me? And ooh, and I changed my look a lot. My look changed a lot, and that's good. So I can do good with an Aries because you know Aries don't like you to look the same. But anyway, moving along. So I never forget this day. I was leaving out of work, and I used to do some things. Okay, and this one day I was like, you know, I'm just gonna catch the bus. I'm gonna save money. I'm gonna just catch the bus. And this is when I had just bought that blue wig. This was before Lil Kim even wore her shit. Okay. I just wish I get my credit, but that's all right. We're not gonna play that game. But then you wonder why your career suffered. When you see how God works, you don't give people their credit, you treat people like shit and all of that, and then you wonder why your life was fucked up. You came in the hood, you done got a whole image from a hood bitch, myself, and you roll with it. Okay. So we all know when Lil Kim came out, she had this color hair. And we all know in the music industry, when you come out, that's how you are. Period. She changed her whole MO in the mix of her career, and that's because of me. So anyway, so I'm outside with my blue wig on, okay, and this guy, this cracker guy, because I used to love juicing me some motherfucking crackers. Oh, yo, the crackers you ain't had to do a whole lot and get all this money, like stacks, okay. They eat your shit, they drink your piss, you pee on them, all kind, you beat their ass, all kind. They nasty as fuck. I know the men. The women, I know them so much that I don't even want them near me because they corrupt like fuck. And they had nothing but ill intentions, and they was only designed to be a whore. But they try to make us seem like we're the whores. And that's not allegedly, bitch. I said what I said. Yeah, you can take the video down all you want. I'm popular every motherfucking where I go. I'll just share the news. So anyway, we're not gonna speak allegedly because I'm speaking on my motherfucking experience. Period. And what the fuck I've seen. Okay? That's what I do here on this channel. I don't speak on allegedly or none of that shit. I speak on shit that I've been through, shit that I've seen, and all of that. So it gets real quick right here, bitches. But like I said, okay, so I'm like, okay, let me wait for the bus. It's right there across from the job. It's right there, a couple feet. This cracker rides up on me and he said, the bus is a detour. And I'm like, damn, I ain't gonna lie, I was staying at that bus stop for a while, for like at least almost 20 minutes. And I'm like, God damn, my bus ain't come yet. And anybody know when you was on Passion Avenue, that's all I'm gonna say. You already know what I'm saying. It was dark there because you know all the race car drivers went on the weekends up and down there. Other than that, that shit was dark back then. That shit wasn't light. So the cracker rolled up and he was like, yeah, well, you know, a bus won't be coming for a while. You want to ride? And God said, tell that nigga no. And I looked at him, and back then it was okay to get in a guy's car. And, you know, 9 out of 10, nothing really happened. It was a rarity that something happened to somebody, but for the most part, no. So something was just like, nah. And he was in a minivan, okay? And little did he know, I was watching him watch me before he even pulled up and asked me that I need a ride. And even though he said that it's a detour and all of that, I'm like, damn, I'm from the hood. At least every 15 minutes, a bus is going to come. Nothing came. But my intuition just told me that melanin said, bitch, don't do it. Don't fucking do it. And I said, nah, I'm all right. And then I walked back into the job, and one of the employees gave me a ride. And that's when I end up on Broad Street. I was like, just take me to Broad Street. I'll be good from there, you know, because I'm popular. I know motherfuckers like, but I didn't really know that passion, like that where the Italians are and all that shit. I said, damn. But let me tell you something. The way he approached me, it was so, it was so sincere. It was so embracive. And think about it. If I would have gotten that truck, that would have been the last of me. I swear to God, that man was gonna kill me that fucking day. But God said, don't you get in that motherfucking car, bitch. And I've always worked off the spirit because I'm gonna go back, like I was trying to tell y'all a couple minutes ago. My brothers slept in the same room. So when we got on punishment, they were in the room with each other. They could play cards together. They could sneak the cards and play cards and shit, checkers and shit. I couldn't do shit. I was in the room by my motherfucking self, okay? Because I was the only girl at the time. Before my mother uh, got custody of my cousin, my two cousins, which were sisters and brothers. That's another story. Yo, when I say secrets in these families, oh yeah, that's why my family don't like me, because I tell all that shit. Because I'm gonna tell a story about how my cousin, oh what? Yeah, my cousin is fucking his sister's boyfriend. But I'll say that for another video. And I discovered that on Thanksgiving. I couldn't believe my motherfucking eyes. I expose it. We in Aquarius, right? And that's what I do. That's why motherfucking people don't like me. Nobody want to be around an honest motherfucker. You love honest people until they honest with you. No, bitch, it don't work like that with me, bitch. I'm being honest with your ass too. I just ask when I know you and you close. I just ask God, the Most High, to give me the right opportunity to tell you. So I wait for the right time. So I might not say it when you feel like I should be saying it. And I had that problem growing up. But no, bitch, God ain't tell me to tell your ass then. Because it would have been more than just that then. And then I would have been fucking your ass up. Because I remember my cousin coming here a while ago. And after the situation happened, she was like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it was the face. Bitch, it wasn't about the face. I just seen you by my door. So why argue with you and start a fight? Why even say anything? Bitch, you on your way out my shit because you would never come back in here again. And I left that like that. Now, if it was right here or some shit, then it would have been a different story. But you was right at the door. So I'm not going to add fuel to the fire. I'm going to let you say whatever you need to say. But remember, we fought when we was younger. Bitch, I wasn't scared of you then. So what makes you think I'm scared of you now? I'm a lot more vicious. And I'm sure you probably are too. But I didn't give a fuck because I didn't come in on that energy. You came in on jealousy and hate. But anyway, moving along. You bitches that's out here having these fucking babies and you need something from the fucking store, send your baby with some knowledge, or you send your fucking babies with some weapons, not a gun, but something where they won't go to jail, or send them with a dog. Honestly, if I had children, I wouldn't be sending my children to the store. We'll be doing it as a family because I can show them how to shop properly. You know, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm cursed. That's why I don't have any. I don't know. But I know how to clear my, I know what to do. I just don't want to. I use what's going on in my body as birth control naturally. So I don't have to go get abortions and all of that. Because my mother tell you in a minute, oh, she can't have babies. Bitch, yes, I can. My doctor never said that. Who you talk to? You? Oh, your psychics. So your psychics told you all this shit. But yet still they telling you that how my brother is how I am. So they got you really with the demon, but they're making you think that I'm the demon because I'm the anointed one. And I fucked up on that Mother's Day when I asked for a drink and it took 10 minutes coming out that room, that house with my drink, and I drank it and I shouldn't have. But that's okay, Mom, because God gonna deal with you. And you have parents that sacrifice their children. You have parents that kill their children because they're intimidated by them. And I'm not saying that that's the case with this mother. Oh no, this was a loving family. I mean, they was gangster with it. Now. Like the little sisters, they was all right. They was all right there. The dog too. Whoop whoop. What's up? You know what I'm saying? And she wasn't being lazy. I didn't sense that from her. You know what I'm saying? Because he looked like he was the only boy. I think that was the only boy that was the only boy that I seen. So like you know how that is. So that's not the case. But since we're on the subject, okay, I figured I'll add a couple of other spins and a couple of things, especially my experience, because I almost got kidnapped and I was a grown ass woman with a blue ass wig on. I swear to God, on Broad Street with that wig on before Lil Kim even had that shit on. I swear to God. And if Lil Kim ever being real, she'll tell you that somebody came to her because I was in the club on Delaware Avenue, and Wu Tang was there, and people was like, "You look nice," and then I turn around and say, "Oh, thank you," because I'm a Leo, so I love to wear certain shit to get people a response because I like attention, and I don't like to look like everybody else and act like everybody else and talk like every motherfucking body else. That's not my motherfucking style, bitch. You gonna look like me? You gonna talk like me, bitch? Fuck, I look like talking like you. You don't even make no goddamn sense, and you're corrupt on top of that, bitch. So no, thank you. So I don't get into all that shit. Never did, you know. But y'all motherfucker fatherfuckers gotta get off your ass. Oh, 412. Hold up. I gotta take a oh damn, it turned to 413. I still gotta take a photo. Oh, 1012 on my phone. Oh my God. Look, I'm a timekeeper, y'all. I be getting excited when I see these numbers. Sorry, y'all. Hold up. Wait a minute. It's on the stove, even though I'm not set the time properly. But it was 412. But I know for a fact the numbers that I always see, if I see the number after that, then I already know that because I never see 413. So I know that automatically is 412. So yeah. And the ancestors give me frequencies like if it's high or low because the volume will show up on the side when I'm taking certain photos. Oh, it's so crazy. Like I don't play around. And the ancestors ain't never lied to me. So all of a sudden this situation just happened and the universe just lied. Excuse me. I don't think so. I don't think so. These Muslims out here are not to be trusted. I'm sorry. And in the end of the day, I believe in power. I believe in the divine power, the universal power. Yes, I do. But the name and all that shit, it works because God knows that that's all we know. And we're not going to get blamed for that because we was tricked. So that's why we are allowed to use the name Jesus. Just us. Other than that, no. But that's why we're allowed to use it because God knows, the creator knows that we was misled. Anything outside of that, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm just telling you what they told me right there and then. And they ain't never lied to me. And guess what? You don't have to believe me. You don't. But in the end of the day, I see you where I see you. And you might not be where I be. you know. Um, I was watching this video last night and the guy, you know, he was using all these words. Oh, 415. Hold up. I gotta take a picture of that too. He was using all these words, but guess what, y'all? He couldn't even spell. He couldn't even spell what the fuck he was saying. And that, see, one thing about the gift that I have, it's the gift that I have is common sense. It ain't even like I feel like it's not like a divine gift. I feel like if you got common motherfucking sense, you can put two and two together and get it. That's how I feel. But I'm so fragile. If that's not the case, then woe to me. And most high, please enlighten me other than going to jail. Because I gotta make that clear to the most high. Because Oh my God, I got so much information to share with y'all guys. I went to prison. Well, I'm not prison, but jail. Okay, and I didn't. I've been there a couple of times. Sad to say, but defending myself. Let's get that clear. Defending myself. And them crackers didn't like the fact that I'm somebody that's skinny. I was weighing 110 at the time, and I'm taking down niggas that's 300 and something pounds, 200 and something pounds, 180 something, 60 something pounds. You feel me? So, they, those motherfuckers, if they could, they would have gave me life. Okay? Dead ass. But I never felt like a prisoner. I never felt like a prisoner. No bid that I ever done. And I'm saying never because I'm talking about past tense. And I know it's not good to say the word never, but I have never been in jail previously and felt like a prisoner. So God let me know, the universe let me know to tell you, motherfuckers, fatherfuckers, that you only feel like a prisoner because you want to feel like a prisoner. You don't have to feel that way. Because I know I didn't. I looked at it like a retreat for females and we need help. And that was that. I went to fuck to college and I was like, I ain't trying to go back. And I've been trying to do everything in my power to stay out of that bitch. But I said, if I go in that bitch another time, I'm going to be in that bitch meditating so motherfucking hard, they going to want to kill me in that bitch. Because I'm going to be lifting up. I'm going to be making fire. I'm going to be doing all kinds of magical shit because I'm going to be focusing on that pineal gland because I know the little bit that I know now, I could take that shit and I could just be like a fucking monk in that bitch. So sitting me in jail would be a good idea. Because I'm going to devour your ass from the inside to the out. Because if you really want to get technical, okay, my first bid that I did, I got out on Obama's ordination. So I already knew that there was a portal for something and it wasn't good. Then I went to jail again and I got out on the day that Obama got elected. So I knew that me, the divine me, was meant to be in the judicial system. And God told me that they were going to be exposed, but God never told me when because I've never asked when because I didn't give a fuck as long as it was being exposed. I don't give a fuck when. I don't give a fuck about a date. Unless it's the numbers that I keep seeing, then I care. Other than that, I don't give a fuck because it's gonna be what's going. What can I do? I can't do nothing about it. It's done. You know what I mean? So what the fuck? You feel me? Yeah. So yeah, I recommend you guys hold on to your children. Watch out for these Muslims because I never forget the day. I'm a gifter. I love doing gifts. I love doing when it comes to gifts and shit like that. As long as my money right, I'm the best at it. Period. And um, for my soon to be husband, I mean my soon to be ex husband. Okay. Um, it was his birthday. So I was like, ooh, I'm gonna get him all because he loved clothes. He loved camel, ostrich, all that shit. Even though he don't pay for the shit. His homie is a cop and they do raids and they get the shit to him. But to actually pay for that shit, that nigga would never. But anyway, so however, so I was like, oh, he love clothes. I love clothes, period. I don't care what it is, I'm contemporary. If it's Gucci, whatever, I'll pay for it. My husband, he wouldn't pay for it. But I would. But anyway, so I'm sitting his boots, his clothes all out. You know what I'm saying? I got him a whole bunch of linen because I'm like, shit, we on a spiritual journey, nigga. Your skin gonna need some motherfucking air. So I just got him some linen and some sneaker footwear and all of that. So he was like, oh, so he was like, oh, yeah, well, these not real. My husband will tell you real quick, that shit, my soon to be ex husband will tell you real quick, that shit ain't real. He'll tell you, you know, I don't know about now because he's so evil. But yeah, so he was like, you know, um, looking at the gear. I forgot what my point is. I always do that. Oh, so he was like, these not real. So I was like, for real? I was like, what the fuck? Oh, I got, wait a minute, 421. I'm gonna talk to y'all while I'm taking a photo. That's why I couldn't talk, y'all. Sorry. So I couldn't take it. So I'm like, what the fuck? Ooh, 621 on here. So I took them back and I was like, yo, these joints is fake and they gonna fucking laugh. Mind you, these was Muslim. And I'm being real. Wait a minute, here I come. And I'm not putting no shade. I'm not doing no shade. I'm just going by my experience. But every motherfucking Muslim that I know, let me move this closer, is shady as fuck. I have never met a real sincere, decent motherfucking Muslim. Nor Christian. Nor Jehovah Witness. Nor Jew. I had some Jew niggas stalking the fuck out of me. I had to fucking, like, yo. And he was from New York. Trying to get me furs and all that shit. I'm like, no. Like, I just wasn't feeling that shit. I'm like, why is he so worried about, I felt like he was just trying to, like, kill me or something. I just wasn't with that shit. Fuck your furs, bitch. I went to school for fashion. I can make my own fur if I want a fur. So if y'all niggas ever see me with anything hot on, you motherfuckers rob me and I say it's mine, just don't kill me. Just take the shit. I'll make more. You feel me? But anyway, yeah, so anybody can be kidnapped. I've almost been kidnapped. And at that time, I was in my 20s, my late 20s. And the Most High was like, bitch, you better not, don't you get in there. You will never be seen again. And then after all that happened, God showed me what and how he would have killed me and everything. He was going to drug me. He was going to put the fucking, like, he was going to really try some real dumbass fuck shit. And he would have got beat the fuck up in that. We would have been fighting in that truck. It would have crashed. It would have been all kinds of shit. Trust me. It wouldn't have went the way he thought it would have went. But I'm glad I didn't get in his car, his van or whatever the fuck that shit was. But it wasn't a car. I even watched a video a couple months ago where the Spanish woman was walking down the street with her children, not even feet away, not even, they weren't even 10 feet away, and somebody rolled up and jumped out their car trying to snatch their children. Hold your fucking children. You don't love them, you don't want them. Find somebody who don't have no children. Don't put them in the system. Shit, bring them over here. I don't have no children. I don't want none to have. But to take care of one, right? Bring me a baby. They won't be taking no vaccines. They won't be doing all. They won't be going to the school district. They'll be learning real shit. Bring them over here. But I don't want to have none on my own. That's fucked up how, you guys just don't know. And then as soon as you sign that birth certificate, all of that, you signing your children over to them. To them. I can't see me doing that. God told me that we ain't even supposed to be laying around having no children. Women used to have babies without men. I'm sharing too much information. Anyway, that'll be another video for another time. It's almost an hour. I'm gonna head out. I'm sorry I'm not even sorry. The video was long. And I might be doing some other touch-ups on this because knowing me, I'll play it back and be like, oh my God, I forgot to add that. Or, ooh, I was trying to say that, but I forgot that. So, yeah. So you're going to get videos like that too. Because I've been watching my videos because I always watch my videos afterwards. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't add that in there. So I'm like, oh my God, but when can I add it? I can't add it now. So for now on, I'm gonna just start adding that video. You guys need to know. Stop being nasty. Get off your ass. Get what your children need. They're not errand children. They're not errand slaves and shit like that. They're children that should be enjoying their life. You had them because you thought you was gonna keep that nigga, and you thought that that nigga loved you so much. That ain't them children problem. It's your motherfucking problem. So you need something from the store, you need to go to the fucking store. Especially if it's an everybody thing. That child ain't out there working, making no money to take care of the household. It's your responsibility. Stop sending your fucking children out there. That's why I don't feel sorry for people. Oh, this person died, and oh, this and this and that. I don't feel sorry. Oh, I got high blood pressure. Well, okay. Well, was you the type of person that was throwing your trash out on the fucking ground? Oh, you was. Your whole McDonald bags right out the fucking window. And you want me to feel sorry for you? Did you feel sorry for Mother Earth when you was throwing your bag out on the fucking planet like it wasn't shit? Okay, throw the food out so another being can eat or an animal, but to throw the bag out and then you want Mother Earth what? Look out for you? The Native American that I am, fourth motherfucking generation, descendant of fucking the Hedgebeth, bitch, I don't feel sorry for you. That's what the fuck you get. You got high blood pressure, you got all that shit, that's what you get. If it happened to me, that's what I get. But I'm going to think, like, damn, what did I do wrong? And what can I do to change that? And then the universe will honor that and bliss me. But y'all so fucking ignorant. I don't feel sorry for none of y'all. And just realize, nobody leave Earth alive. So, bitch, we all in the same situation, and it's what you make of it. So if you make it fucked up, you want me to feel sorry for that? You want me to jump on board? You was jealous of me undercoverly, and you want me to feel sorry for you? Don't worry. I'll act like I do, but I don't. I don't play no games. I don't know what games y'all playing, but I don't want no parts of that shit. But all I'm doing is speaking on what I experienced today. And I just helped prevent a child abduction. Period. You know how fucking refreshing that is? You know how pleased the universe is? Very. You know how special that makes him look? Very special. So I'm going to head out because I got to meet my little sister in a little minute. Because we're going to the bar. I don't really go to the bar like that. But I'm going to go out with her because she hit me up. And that's that. But you guys stay safe. And I'm going to watch this video when I come in tonight after being intoxicated. And I'm sure it's going to be some things that I missed. So I'm going to probably do like a quick, short video or whatever. But I ask that you guys share this shit. You know, stop worrying about if I'm going to get famous or not. Let me tell you something. I'm popular every motherfucking where I go. And if you don't know me, then that means that you ain't shit. Or it means that it wasn't the time for you to meet me. But I'm good people. And I'm good vibes. Trust me. Anybody that meet me will tell you that. You feel me? So I'm not doing it for publicity or nothing all like that. Trust me. My Facebook, I don't even get on there like that. My Instagram, I don't even get on there like that. Feel me? It's not about that. It's really not. It's just that I'm a wise woman. I see a lot. I go through a lot. You feel me? But I'm still peaceful at the same time because I know how to maneuver that shit now. Because the devil always repeats itself. The devil, bad energy always, the negative frequency is always the same. It never changes. But the positive frequency can change. It's unpredictable. But negativity is not. That's what I get. Now, I don't know about you all. I'm just talking about me in the moment. Because that's what everything is about, the moment. That's where all these diseases come from. Oh, I'm bipolar, I'm this and that. No, bitch. That's how I felt at that moment. I don't feel like that now. But at that moment, on that frequency that I was on, that is what I was feeling. Nobody is better than nobody. And nobody knows more than nobody. That's why we all not using a certain percentage of our motherfucking brain. So stop listening to that shit. Everybody is right and everybody is wrong. Because we all doing good and we are all doing bad. So that's right and wrong, right? We're not gonna play that fucking game. I don't play that game. Right. So it's about transferring what's not right to what should be right. And that's when you got to deal with the shadow self. So I got to change that video because I know I said it'll be at 11, but I got to meet my little sis. So I'm going to do the video tomorrow. I'm going to try. But I thank you all for watching. I ask that get off your lazy ass and you go to the store your fucking self, bitch. Because it's mostly the women that's doing this. Niggas ain't sending no kids to the store all like that. It's mostly women. Get off your fucking ass and do it your fucking self. Do a family thing and y'all all go to fuck together. It's not a fucking joke out here. Ain't nobody playing. Who playing? The 30th, the portal just opened for chaos. You can't tell us the fucking end time? Are you fucking kidding me? With that fake ass war? Ain't no allegedly. We ain't gonna play that game. We all know the motherfucker actor, all right? We ain't gonna play that game. Not on this channel. They take it down, they just take it down. I don't give a fuck. You get a warning. I don't give a fuck, bitch. They already know that with me. They can't give me strikes for the same word. I kept saying it over and over and over. I ain't give a damn. And I still got the same time. But they don't deal with everybody the same way, so I'm not encouraging that. Okay? How they deal with me is how they deal with me. But I said what the fuck I said because I experienced it, I seen it, and I've done it. All the above. So this ain't no shit, I'm just assuming. No. So that's how I learned how to get around them and the algorithm or whatever the shit called. I go on facts. I experienced it, I seen it, I can relate. Period. Anything outside of that, take it down, do what you need to do. But in the end of the day, I'm gonna let you know this. My ancestors coming for that ass. They see your ass. And you're not gonna win. No matter what. You can do whatever you want to do to whoever you want to do it to, but in the end, which is what matters, you will not win. And you will bow down to me and to every last one of us. And just like some of you people do already, eat our shit, drink our piss, you're going to be doing all that shit. And some bitch. And guess what? We still going to sing you where we got to sing you. You think you're going to be part of this history? Never. Never. When we start digging shit up, long down the line, you will never be dug up. You will never be acknowledged. And see, everybody else might not know it, but I do. And everybody don't count, but I do. So like I said, you will be no more. You will be devoured. Oh, I can't wait to God come handle you. And shout outs to my descendant, Nat Turner. So you can't believe everything you hear. I went to my family house on Thanksgiving, even though the food wasn't that good. And they started telling me things about our family, Turners. And one thing I know about that story is true. Not only that, I know how the women and how we move in our family. And 9 out of 10, the person that told on that was probably a family member. But yes. And how I know, because I told my mother how I felt. And she said, this is who you related to. And I had to look the person up because my family is very secretive. We got a lot of warriors, a lot of chiefs and shamans and all kinds of things in my motherfucking bloodline that I know for a fact. I don't never need a cracker. To evaluate who I am and the actions. See, you gotta understand, they destroyed everything. You think they left information for you? Who the fuck are you? That's how they look at it. Who the fuck are you? You think they really left that info? You really think you got access to that info? Only a certain degree. But you gonna tell me that nobody knew about Nat Turner? And that was just one thing about a cracker, okay? For those of you who believe this lie that my cousin, great cousin, Nat Turner don't exist. Let me tell you something about a cracker. They would never, ever, ever. Let me give credit to a nigga killing them, and it ain't true. Remember that. A cracker would never, ever give false credit to a nigga killing them. Remember that. I'm gonna move my computer back. We don't discuss, we don't argue about that. We don't do none of that. So you saying Harriet Tubman didn't exist. So at no point, no niggas got no help. Nobody hid under nothing like we do now in the hood. How we know how to maneuver and get around the crackers. You saying that nobody, no nigga? Because I'm gonna be real. It was one day he was talking. I'm talking about the boy Collar Hill or whatever his fucking name is. Um, he was talking one day and somebody said something about some land, and all I heard was, "Oh yeah." So he's actually trying to steal land from niggas who reveal the shit but don't really know, and he know he can get over. Like, come on now, we gonna play this game because I'm the real bitch. I'm the real bitch. You will never get a lie from me. You're phony and you're full of shit. You can make up that whack ass rap and put my cousin Nat Turner because you seen my response up in there and you figure you'll feed off of that, play that. Like, I ain't got time for that shit, bitch. Trust me, my cousin exists. And us Cherokees, we fought them crackers. That's why y'all niggas ain't getting no money and we can't. I don't want the check. Not yet. One day I might. Maybe if they make it easy. But I'm not going to do nothing that's going to be hard for what? You can have that money. That shit disappears. It ain't got nothing to do with the bloodline. Because none of us Indians look like crackers. We mingled with the white folks. Oh, yes, we did. That's why my family put a spell on us. Because my great grandmother went against the grain and she married and ran away with my great grandfather who was Geechee, blacker than a motherfucker. And I'm glad she did. Because her family that cursed us, gonna be cursed. And they're gonna bow to us. which would be me, because I would be the one who received, you know, the next, chief or whatever, as far as my bloodline and my family. My cousin upstairs, the one you heard, she said she would. That's a fucking lie. You're deceitful, you're still in your lie. No, that's not what it that's not leadership. And despite of all of that, I still treat her good. I don't steal from her. Even though I thought she stole my money and I found it, I could have just said nothing. But I said, "Oh, I found it. I apologize." Da, 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 da. And the other person would have stolen that shit, right? So that tells a lot. But her, she wouldn't have did that. So how would you say you would be a leader? No, not for our bloodline. I would have been. I reevaluated everybody in our family, and nobody would have been the next but me. And that's dead ass. But of course, I'm a black sheep. Wait, hold up. I'm proud of that shit. I love it. I made myself a black sheep. I didn't like how they was moving. I used to go to the park with heels on. They used to laugh. Bitch, I can walk with heels on. Can you? I'm walking and I'm not falling. So why are you laughing? I put clothes on the dog. Ha ha ha. Ha. Like, but they're still people. They're still a being. They have feelings. So they're not on my level. Just like my cousin fucking her man. Like, come on now, a lot going on. But anyway, I'm gonna go because I gotta get dressed. Okay. I might just go like this because I'm in my little tomboy mode. She probably already there. Oh, it's 11. I told her 11, so she'll be calling me soon. So I'm trying to get off of here, but I don't want to just pluck y'all to the side. I wish I would have known because I would have bought some strawberries and I would have fucking made us some strawberry chocolate with some nuts and shit and brought it to the bar. Now I could have got us some snacks and shit. You know what I mean? God damn it. Yeah, I'm that type. I bring stuff to the occasion. But anywho, I recommend you guys be safe. Um, I know you might not agree with everything I'm saying, but you need to do your research. And when you do your research, you'll see that I'm not lying. And I am who I am, and it is what it is, and it's so I come from royalty. I am royalty. I'm undercover royalty. I will die being royalty. And so will you. Well, I'm lying. Look, I can't even lie right. Everybody not motherfucking royalty, motherfucker. But find out if the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? And uh, sorry about my cousin. That's just how my family are, and they're a little shady. You know, so that's just that. I took the test yesterday for the training for nursing. I took 7 of them, and I passed them all and got my certification. And I mentioned to her how I wasn't aware how loud noises can trigger seizures, and now all of a sudden she want to play on that shit. So that's what that was about, you guys. Like, I don't, and I wasn't being disrespectful, but when somebody trying to play fucking mind games with me, I don't fuck around. I'm not embracing that shit, bitch. You're evil, period. And I keep asking God, like, what is it that you want me to learn from this fucking lady? Because she ain't teaching shit. But I will say this though. When I have a goal and I say, oh, I want to do this and do that, she like, oh, you can do it. You can give out flyers. But if I tell her son, oh, well, you need to do your research and you need to do this and you need to do that. How the fuck is you going to ask a researcher or tell a researcher to do research? Was you listening to anything that I was saying? Oh, but I know you was because you got motherfuckers that watch you and stalk you, family members. And I'm putting that out there. Okay? I don't feel safe. And he been trying to molest me since I was a little fucking girl. And we ain't stupid here. And it is what the fuck it is, bitch. And I said it. So if anything happened and I gotta retaliate and defend my motherfucker self, I said it here. Where? On YouTube. Right. I want to get a car. Oh, you don't want to pay no car, no, did it? Bitch, I don't need a dictator. I need supporters. Okay? I don't need nobody fucking sitting there telling me what the motherfucking do. And I said it on social media because I'm bold like that and I ain't scared of no motherfucking body, but you're going to give me all my money that I put into this mortgage, though. I ain't got a problem with leaving, but you're going to take me to court. So we're not going to play that motherfucking game. So if you guys, I'm going to do a video about that too, family members looking at you like you're a piece of meat and wait for the opportunity to fuck you and molest you. I will be doing a video on that. Because I had a lot of men in my family that wanted to fuck me, and I hit them in their private parts, and you never seen their face again. And then some of them came around and they figured they'd try it when you older. Oh yeah, you was drunk and you was drinking. No, bitch. You know, do I look drunk now? I've been drinking all motherfucking day. That's what I do. I drink all day, every day, and I drink on a certain pace. So if I'm drunk, that's because you drugged me. But I'm learning that me being an empath, if I feel like I'm drugged, that's because somebody either you drugged me or your motherfucking ass doing some drugs that you ain't got no business doing. And by me being an empath, I'm picking that shit up. So I'm gonna do a video on that too, because us empath be around people who've done drugs and didn't drug us up. And we feel like we've been drugged. That's because they've been getting high off of some shit we don't even know they've been getting high off of. So I will be doing a video on that too. Oh, I got a lot to bring to you motherfucker fatherfuckers. But see, everybody not ready for that real talk. Everybody want to be sugar coated and all that fake shit. But guess what? You ain't gonna get it here. Y'all got better shit to do. And let me tell you something. Everything I just said right now is what God told me to say. And I am not going to hell. And I'm not getting on God's bad side just to accommodate who, who, who. I'm not accommodating nobody. You don't mean a motherfucking thing when God tell me to say so. And I'm being real. I never forget that day. And I'm not gonna say this cousin name, but when I say the fucking story, because I know you're watching, bitch. You came to my house, and then I'm closing out on this. You came to my house. Oh no, I gotta do another video too. I came across my first female pedophile last week. So I'm definitely gonna go. I'll probably do that when I come in drunk. But I'm not gonna do it yet. Because God told me to call her. And I'm gonna call her and I'm gonna let her know that little girl that you was touching her ass like she was a nigga and all that. You didn't think I knew that was the little girl you was talking about, but it was. And then you jumped on top of her fucking sister. Ooh. Anyway, God showed me things. I keep telling motherfuckers, I am God's middleman. Okay? I report. But anyway, so this cousin came over, right? And at the time, my cousin, I'll never forget, my mom had a caddy chain and was it Mercedes? It was a caddy chain and a Mercedes or something chain, and it was silver. And she had a 25 gun and a sawed-off shotgun. We had a cousin that came over. My uncle, well, he wasn't my uncle. My aunt's, I think that was her husband. He shot her in the eyes, but he had a daughter and a son that I know of. I don't know about no other children. And he came over and he stole my mom 25. He stole her gun and he stole something else from her. But I had another cousin come over to visit. He was in the service and he came over and he tried to like fumble with my body, like touch on me. So I hit him in his dick. He never ever came over our house again. But I remember one time I came in the same house I'm in now. I came over in the same room that I sleep in every room other than the room that his mom in. My cousin Darren, because my cousin Tanya is deceased now, but She sleeps in my old room, my small room. But the room that one of the rooms that, well, that's going to be the guest room, because the master bedroom I haven't really like posted up in there yet, but eventually I will. I'm just waiting for my cousin to say it's okay. But um, I was in that room and I never forget what I had on. I still got that top, if I'm not mistaken. It's in Florida. But it was like a cute ass knitted up crochet fucking top. And I had on some excuse me, like grayish like shoes, and my toes was out, and I had on some kids shorts because I'm so small. I was wearing kids clothing. So my ass out and everything, and I was so high I fell asleep. Woke up, the money that I had in my pocket was gone, and my cousin was standing in the room. So he's also obsessed with his neighbor, So God showed me, bam, he was uh feeding off of the craving of the obsessionness of us two, the neighbor and me. And I'm like, damn, I woke up, I was like, oh, because I was gonna stay the night. I was like, that made me so uncomfortable. I was like, nah, I'm gonna roll out. Whatever, whatever, whatever. I'm gonna get up, smoke some more weed, drink or whatever. But I'm out. I ain't staying the fuck the night here. I can get fucked up when I wake up. But I ain't staying the night here. And I rolled out. So it's a couple of other incidents. But yes, and to this day, I don't feel safe. Okay. So I always sleep in my room locked while I'm here. And this is my house. But when other people have access, it's a different story. So I lock my doors when I leave, when I come in, period. When I sleep, that's just that. So I put that out on YouTube. So if I ever got to kill a motherfucker for doing some shit, it's already out here. Because I mentioned some shit and the person was like, oh yeah, you ain't killed nobody yet. Why would you even speak that on my soul? Why would you speak that on my life? I ain't killed nobody yet, because anybody in my family know my reputation. Anybody that know me know I am not to be fucked with. I don't go around starting trouble with nobody, and I ain't saying I'm the baddest person in the world. But don't go around fucking no shit with me and think it's gonna be okay, and think I'm just gonna sit there and let you just do it. It don't work over here. It just don't, and it's not okay. So if I can get away without a rumble, then I will. But if I got the rumble, then that's just what the fuck it is, and it is what it is. And it ain't gonna be pretty because I'm blowing shit up. I'm setting shit on fire, people on fire. I don't give a fuck. So let me kind of. I changed, and I don't. I ain't looking for no trouble. But I gotta put that shit out there. Motherfuckers out here taking that fake weave hair shit, and they mind ain't right because it's gonna change their train of thought. It's gonna change uh the hair texture. You know, like I ain't got time for none of that shit. So yeah. So I pray that this young man be safe and be okay. Because I know that not only is it in the street, it's in our household. Let me show you something. If you've rewind this video, remember my cousin came downstairs and bought some glasses. And my day was in her room because she heard how I was talking, because she at that moment realized that I ain't a fucking dummy and I know exactly what the fuck going on. So she bring these glasses down. From my day was in her room. She steals. She got dementia. So I don't own glasses like that. I would never own a pair. Wait a minute. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see how they look first of all. Do they look cute? I don't know. Let me know, y'all. Do they look cute? They don't look cute to me, but I've never worn no glasses like this in my life. And it look like medicine in these bitches. It look like medicine in these. Because it got like the line. Can you see it? Wait a minute. Hold up. Can y'all see it? Well, trust my word. It has, it's like here, there, and there. It's like something right here, like at the bottom, like reading glasses. So why would she bring me those? I, bracelets, glasses, and sometimes earrings. Like I done lost so many diamond earrings, I gave up. But if you want to buy me a pair, hook me up. But it don't work with me. But I'm not as wild and I'm not as active. So I was thinking about just trying like 2 pairs and see if it work. I see if how long I keep those. But earrings and like watches and watches stop on my arm. Like this watch is on my arm just for show. The shit stops. I don't know. It's something about my DNA. It just stops. Somebody told me to put tissue or something. Whatever. So that's why people never. They're like, "Oh, you always made money," and I never had like. I had one Rolex. I ain't gonna lie, my Rolex never stopped on my arm, but somebody stole it. But I never had it long enough, and I never wore it long enough to, cause I really didn't wear it like that. But I never noticed it stopping or nothing like that. But I'm not the type that waste money on bling bling. I would love to, but it's a waste of money for me because I'm so wild, and when I drink, yo, I be all over the place, and that shit be gone, or somebody steal it. Like, so that's why I don't get into that shit. But other than that, the Leo and me, my mom and dad, and Leo and me. Come on now, y'all know I'm materialistic like a motherfucker, right? Right. But it's just certain things that I've lost throughout my life that it's just not even a big deal to me anymore. I don't even give a fuck. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So you guys got to realize that it's people in your family that's kidnapping your children, molesting your fucking children. Because I can't wait to do this video on this bitch. Because I'm gonna call her ass. Now I ain't gonna call her tonight because I'm going out getting drunk. But I'm calling that bitch tomorrow. Okay, at least by Saturday. And I'm gonna let her know, and she gonna look me in her face because I want to go to her house. But I'm gonna pray on that and see what God tell me. But I know my God gonna let me know. Don't even go to that bitch house because they ratchet as fuck. She ain't really about that life. She don't want no fucking trouble. But I just don't. I just I don't want to move wrong. Like some people sick and don't know they sick. Some people don't know how to come out of that sickness, but they want to. That's why I want to do that video on the shadow self. But I gotta go because this other video is supposed to start at 11, and I gotta postpone that shit because I'm about to go out. And I'm sorry about that, but I thought this was more imperative versus that. So if that make any sense, I shout out to you all later. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll read that comment from that person that I just didn't want to get under my skin and I didn't want to read the wrong thing. And I hope that when I read this message, it be all that be in. You feel me? But you guys stay safe, and 9 out of 10, I'll probably be back tonight. If not tomorrow. Okay? If not, sometime this week. I be busy, y'all. Like, I'm just trying to get right with me. If y'all ain't doing that, something wrong. You feel me? Deuces.